Alright, hello everybody. Welcome to another video. Yes, I do have my Real Madrid jacket on today. It's a bit cold here. I just moved from San Diego. I just moved from San Diego, I should say, to Iowa. So it's a bit cold here. It's warming up a little, but still a bit cold nonetheless. So let's get started in the whole Zidane situation. Why did he come to Real Madrid, Why did Zidane just come back? It was kind of weird, actually. And it took everyone by surprise, to be honest. I think a lot of people were surprised. Maybe some people really thought he was going to come back, but I think it was just some kind of, I don't want to say fantasy, but it was just an illusion that we had. It was just like, oh, I wish he'd come back or stuff like that. But he actually did come back, and that was quite surprising to a lot of people. So why did he come back? Why did he come back? The reasons may seem obvious to some, but I think there's just a little maybe tacit reasons for why he did come back. So obviously Perez really, really, really wanted Zidane to come back, and the reason being is that Perez basically just wanted to pacify all the fans. He wanted the fans to stop complaining about him, to get the fans off his back, and what better way to do that than to get the manager who's won everything, possible in world football, to get him back to the club. So Perez brought him back, and now what's happened? We haven't talked about the president now. We haven't talked about Florentino Perez, about what's going to happen, what's he going to do. Then that's what I've hinted at before, is that Florentino Perez has always been here. And yes, he might not be a very astute president, or he's not a very smart guy, but he is a smart guy because, he knows how to pacify the fans, and he's done it before, and he's going to do it again. And he's just that kind of guy. So, all football presidents are not very good. They're in it for the money. Perez just being one of them. They're all greedy. They're all greedy. I mean, they're billionaires. I think that's only normal. So they don't have the best of moral values. But Perez, he begged Zidane, begged and begged and begged. He's probably Zidane's probably the only person who can make Perez beg so much. And so Perez begged and begged and begged, and what happened? Well, finally Zidane succumbed to the pressure, and Zidane came back. And when I saw his wages, I was surprised because they weren't very high or anything like that. So, I thought it might be because Zidane. I thought Zidane might come back because of the wages, but it's not that. I think he's only getting 12 million in comparison to maybe Jose Mourinho last season with Manchester United, who's getting close to 20 million, and other managers out there are just getting close to 20 million. Zidane's getting 12 million per year, I think, which is not very very much considering the the amount of achievements he's had throughout 3 years at Real Madrid, or his first stint. So yeah, Zidane was hesitant at first. He really wanted to come in June, but I think he just eventually succumbed to the pressure, succumbed to Perez's demands, and he just said, okay, I'm gonna go, but you have to promise me. And the promises are pretty much that he's gonna get the how do you say it, the budget that he needs to kind of rebuild the squad, and also the other one is he's just gonna get the assurances, and that's what he didn't have before. And the other one is he's gonna have a major say in what's gonna be going on at the club. He's gonna have a major say in the transfers, and Perez might have to say okay, he might have to give up to kind of Zidane's I wouldn't say reign or power, but Zidane will definitely have more power in transfers. And I think also Zidane came back to Real Madrid because I think Zidane wants to prove everyone he can do it again. And why not? I think definitely Zidane can do it again. It's going to be a lot harder this time around. We don't have Ronaldo. That's a major, major void in the squad, or in squad. But I think we could still win a lot. I've seen a lot of media outlets are just saying that we're in crisis. We're a million miles away from the title. But I think what a lot of media outlets don't remember, and I've said this again and again and again, is that this squad is pretty much the same squad with which we won 3 Champions League, with the exception of Ronaldo. Yes, Ronaldo's a big miss, but these players are the same players. It's not like you just can't buy that. It's the same players. We haven't sold too many players, and these players know exactly the process of winning. So I definitely think Zidane can do it again. It's just a matter of will he do it again. Um, so yeah, I think that's really all I wanted to talk about. I didn't want to make this video too long. It's just, it's a slow day in the news, and I just wanted to make a video and talk about maybe why Zidane came to Real Madrid. So just to summarize, he came to Real Madrid because obviously he succumbed to Perez, and to his pleas to come back, and he was obviously reassured of a few things at Real Madrid, and I think he just wants to prove everyone wrong. I think he wants to prove everyone that he could do it, that he's able to win more trophies without Ronaldo this time around. So, and we just have to remember that Zidane's last season was tough. The Champions League was pretty much, he did win under the trophies, but the Champions League was the one that he, that really made that season, because if not, it would have been a tough season. But the Champions League really helped consolidate his kind of CV, or his that season, because if not, it would have been kind of a tough season. It would have been hit or miss kind of. But yeah, this squad is not It's not a million miles away. Everyone's writing us off so easily. This is Real Madrid, This is the biggest and most successful club in football history, and all these media outlets writing us off so easily. Don't write us off so easily, because we'll come back, and I'm sure we can win the Champions League again under Zidane. I'm sure of it. Especially if we make a couple signings this summer. Why not? I'm sure it'll happen. So that's all I have for you guys today. Really, just a short video, talk about Zidane and stuff like that. So that's all. Thanks for watching, and have a good day and have a good night wherever you are.